Hey, 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 good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Let's see. Let's make sure that we are live. Let's make sure that you guys can hear me, that you guys can see me. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, this week is just flying through. Let's make sure that we are live. Facebook. Interesting. Facebook is not allowing me to go live on my personal page. Let's look where we at. Facebook every day. Facebook has a new situation here. Very interesting, right? Because very interesting because all along I have been able to go live on my personal page, but today I come on and I am not allowed to okay, so I come on today and I'm not allowed to go on my personal page. Hello, hello everyone. Say hello in the chat. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about, let me see. Facebook is not allowing me to, like, are you serious? Facebook, come on, man. What are you doing to people? You're stopping us from being great and amazing. If you are live, say hello. I'm trying to figure out. Facebook is not allowing me to be live on my personal page. I don't know how that happened. Why that happened? But we are live. Hello, hello. Facebook is something else, man. Like, I just had a live on Monday on my personal page, and now Facebook is not allowing me to be live on my personal page. Like, tell me why. So, hello, hello, everyone. Soribel Martinez here. And yes. I don't like this. What's wrong with Facebook? Hello, hello, everyone. Soribel Martinez here. Good morning. Ay, ay, ay. So, as you already know, there's been a lot going on in my life lately with the passing of my dad. First, I was 2 weeks taking care of my father, honoring him, making sure that he was receiving the best care possible. And then my dad passed away on Friday. And yesterday I was able to put him to rest. So I'm glad that I was able to do that for him. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me, because honestly, I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Facebook sometimes just act weird. Not sure why. Okay, so let's see. What are we going to talk about? Let's talk about the number one step that you need to take in order for you to bounce back from the dirty share. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, so yes, so I was able to put my dad to rest yesterday. And my sibling and I are very grateful for that. And I want to thank you guys for your prayer, for your love, for your private messages, for the text messages, for the emails, for the calls, for everything that you guys have done to really make me feel supported. I feel supported and I feel loved. And that is the most important thing that a woman like me can ask for, is to have a support system around her that really supports her and believes in her. And I want to really, really appreciate my gratitude. But today, what we're going to talk about is the number one step that you and I need to take to bounce back from the dirty share. And you already know that my brand is all about teaching women entrepreneur, private practice owners how to really become resilient in the middle of a storm and in the middle of a challenge or an adversity. And the truth is that my team and I, we knew that something was coming. I could feel it. I was telling them like there is something coming, but because I feel like there's a breakthrough that needs to happen in order for me, for us to get to the next level. I didn't know that it was going to be so close. I didn't know that it was this in particular, but I knew that there was a situation that was going to happen that was going to really put me in the pressure of becoming a better diamond, to be refined, to be a better entrepreneur, to be a better human, because that is the purpose of adversity. It's not to take you out, it's actually to make sure that you become greater at what you do, that you become great, that you become excellent, and that you process your emotions, your feelings, which is really important. This is why I'm always talking about bouncing back from the dirty share. So you may tell me, sorry, but what is the dirty share? Well, if you haven't read my book Unbreakable, or if you have read my book Unbreakable, the dirty share is those feelings and emotions and situations that make us feel yucky. You know, when you feel depressed, yesterday I was feeling really down after I laid my dad to rest, right? I was feeling down. I was feeling sad. I was feeling depressed. I was in the stage of grief, of non-acceptance. I couldn't accept it because it feels too real, right? It feels like a dream, like you living a dream, like you are in the dream and you don't know if you are going to wake up. So with that being said, it's those feelings and those emotions. It's the lack of you being able to forgive. If you're feeling sad, feeling angry, feeling defeated, feeling like a failure, you feeling like you cannot overcome the storm, feeling alone during the storm or the adversity or the challenge or the crisis. It's feeling those emotions that are very negative that try to keep you down. So that's the dirty share. The dirty share is anything that's trying to keep you down from fulfilling your purpose in life. It's whatever those things and emotions that are really holding you back from excellence, from becoming great, from being the person that you were meant to be. So then think about that dirty share. Think about like a yellow share. That's how I look at it, right? It's a dirty share that's yellow. It was a beautiful share at some point, but it began to get dirty. It began to get dirty with trauma, with adversity, with difficulties, with feelings, emotions, whatever that is for you. That beautiful yellow share became dirty. And what happens is that when you stay seated on the dirty share for too long, you are going to smell. You are going to stink. You are going to smell bad, because think about this. The more you sit on something, the longer you sit on something, the more you become it, the more you become that situation. So here is the analogy that I use for myself to think about this. Think about Thanksgiving. Think about you seasoning your turkey. When does the turkey taste the best? When you season the turkey the same day you're going to put it in the oven, or your turkey tastes better when you season the turkey for days? I know my mom liked to season her turkey like a week before. Don't ask me, because I don't want to cook. That's none of my business over there. Trying to cook, none of that stuff. I like to do what I do here, empowering people. I'm building my business, growing my business. But my mom loves her kitchen and her cooking, right? So think about that. Think about which turkey is going to taste the best. Which turkey is going to have the best taste when it comes to the seasoning? Is it the turkey that you just got from the refrigerator, you season it and you put it in the oven? Or is it the turkey that you season for 1 week or more, 3 days or more, whatever the case may be, right? So the dirty share is that way, right? The more you sit on the dirty share, the more dirty you're going to get and the more you're going to stink. So what is it that we need to do when we stink? When we have been sitting in the dirty on the dirty ship for a long time, the number one step that you have to take is you need to make a decision to bounce back from the dirty share. You see, recognizing that you're sitting on the dirty chair is very important, but deciding that you need to bounce back from it is also important. And why is that important? Because if you don't make a decision, you're still making a decision without making a decision to stay seated in a situation that is not in your favor. You are sitting in a situation on something that is not helping you become great and excellent. So you have to make that decision to bounce back. And yesterday, as I said goodbye to my father's body because his soul was gone last Friday, and I was able to say goodbye to his soul way before he took his last breath, right? I told my dad, my promise to you remains the same. My promise to you that I made you years ago when I was a young girl. And I said, Bobby, I will never let you down. You will never gonna have to put your head down because Soribel did something that shame you. Soribel will never do something that will make you feel bad and embarrassed. That was my promise to my daddy when I was a young girl. And the reason I made that promise to my dad is because, one, I know that we parents, we worry about our children. We worry about the decisions that our children make when we are not present. And if you're a parent, type in the comments and let me know if that's true for you. You know that you worry about your children making the right decisions when you're not there. So what my father told me was that he will always give me the tool like a doctor. He will give me all the tools that I needed, but that it was up to me to take those tools and utilize them wisely when I needed the tools. So I share this with you because even before my dad passed away, if you go back to my videos, you're always going to see lessons that my dad taught me about life and about who I was and who I am as a woman, right? And one of the things that my father said to me is, Soribel, thank you so much for fulfilling my dream. Because my father's dream was to come to this country and become successful and give us opportunity so we can become successful. A man who was a professional man in the Dominican Republic, working at a bank with his own secretary and his own chauffeur, and living a better life in some kind of way. And he left all of that to come to the United States to give us opportunities. So it was my commitment to my dad that I will never not fulfill that purpose, right? So when my dad passed away and I spent 2 weeks taking care of him in the hospital, one of the things that I remember was those memories when I was a little girl, and he would teach me these lessons. And one of the lessons that my father taught me at a young age is that I can choose to stay where I'm at when it comes to either negative feelings, emotions, or even a level of success. I can stay there, or I can choose to bounce back and continue to grow. So when I went through the brain surgery and I decided that I was going to become unbreakable, I also created the bounce back from the dirty share process. And if you haven't picked up my book, Unbreakable, I'm going to invite you to get that book. I'm going to share the link with you. So you can buy it, get it, and really understand that you and your business requires you to bounce back from the dirty share. It requires you to bounce back from difficult times, because in your life, in your business, and everything has hit me. All the things that you can think that could happen in my business, that could happen in my life, that could happen, it happened all at once. Like the adversity is really trying to show me that this level of success is not it. That this is just like the first step into the ladder. That this is just the floor. This is just the foundation. To get to the next level, I must learn other tools and strategies that are necessary. I'm sharing here. This is what I'm going to do. So get the book right there, a book.soribelmartinez.com. Get Unbreakable and learn more about the bounce back from the dirty share process. And the first step and the number one step that you need to make right now is you need to make a decision to bounce back. Because if you don't decide to bounce back from the dirty share, who is going to decide for you? And know that the adversity, the challenge, the crisis, the storm, the adversity is not here to take you out. It is here to teach you a lesson. It is here to teach you a lesson that you must learn. It's a test that you must pass. And if you don't pass that test, the universe will bring it right back to you. And until you pass that test, you will go through it over and over and over. Or the test is to get you to the next level. Either way, you need to recognize the test. You need not to ask the universe, why me? Because why not you? Why not me? We are human and we are here to fulfill a purpose. And if you want to challenge the universe, why you like nobody else, like you are special or you are some sort of specialty that you cannot overcome. You are human. You will encounter challenges. You will encounter life because life is going to life. Whether if you want it or not, life is going to life and life is going to show up. And sometimes it show up in ways that we're not ready to deal with. But you must get ready if you want to get to the next level. So the number one step to bounce back from the dirty share and get to the next level of greatness in your life is to decide to bounce back. That the longer you decide to stay seated in the beautiful share that once was beautiful, that now is dirty and has been contaminated, the longer you stay seated on that share, the dirtier you're going to be and the more you're going to stink. And the more you stink, it's the most difficult for you to fulfill your purpose. Because in order for us to have success in life and business, we have to heal. And the healing process is starting by bouncing back from the dirty share. So how do we relate this to business? Is that if we are not willing to go through the healing process and bouncing back from the dirty share and healing our trauma and healing whatever it is that has come to your life that been holding you back, if you do not work on those things, your success will be more difficult. So you can either choose the path of least resistance or you can choose the path of high resistance. And I'm going to tell you this. When my dad became sick now, me and him we had a really hard conversation in relationship to my mom. And he got upset at me because I confronted him about it. And I was I was like fighting with the universe about taking the test. I was like, no, universe, this is really hard for me. Universe, this is really hard for me. I don't want to God. And God spoke to my core and said to me, so is this the legacy you want to leave? And I said, but it's really hard. Do you understand that my dad lately had done something that really hurt me? And it has hurt my mom after she giving him all these years of his life, these children, all these things. And then the universe said to me, God said to me, whispered to me in my gut. So this is the legacy you want to leave, John Anthony. And I said, hell no. I am ready to take the test. Where is it? So understand that it's not about having a perfect life. I don't have a perfect life and I don't want a perfect life because honestly, it's boring. And if you know me, boring is not my last name. I live every day taking the challenges. I live every day taking the 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 corn of the horn and just doing what I need to do. I am very colorful woman. You know that black and just white is not going to be it for me. It's never about perfection. It's about you understanding that the test has been put in front of you. And in order for you to get to the next level of your business, you also have to do the work for yourself. You also have to challenge yourself to change and transform. That you have to make a decision that sometimes it is not easy. And my job and my commitment to you is to always be transparent and be honest with you. And there was that one day that I was like, God, like really? Like seriously? Like this is the test that you want me to take? Like, no, I am so tired. This is too hard for me. You know why it was so hard for me? Because it was all emotions. It was feelings. It was emotions. It was showing myself and proving to myself that even though it's hard, I still needed to decide to bounce back from that dirty share, and that I needed to commit to what I have committed always, which is excellent, be transparent to you, and teach you the lessons that I have learned. So, bounce back. And you may say, but Soribel, how do I make that decision to bounce back? Just decide. Just choose that you are not going to stay seated in that dirty share. And it doesn't matter how much it hurts. It doesn't matter how much it hurts that you have a legacy that we have to build, and that we have to break generational trauma, and that we have to break generational curses. But sorry, but what that has to do with business? Everything to do with business. Because as we serve other people, we have to serve them from a place of healing. And how can we be leaders and teach other people to heal when you and I are not willing to heal ourselves? That is the message for today. So listen, this is Soribel Martinez. I'm a licensed clinical social worker from the state of Connecticut, the CEO of SM Psychotherapy and Counseling Services. I am the woman, the mom that has decided to live my life with passion, and that everything that I will do, I will always strive for excellence, because my father said, I don't care what you do for a career, Soribel. It doesn't matter to me if you want to be a garbage picker. All this in Spanish, so I'm just translating to you. You take the message, right? I do not care if you decide to clean the streets of your city. But do me one favor, because I demand excellence from you, that people would know that Soribel was there cleaning the street. Meaning, do it the best. Never become the lowest of the low. Always be at the top. So listen, I'll talk to you soon. Share this video. I love you. Make sure that you are doing what you need to do for your business. Make sure that you take the test. Make sure that you allow the universe to challenge you, and take the test, because it is worth it. Adios. Besitos, besitos. Ciao.